From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage, usually an 8-man front. That's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense went in a big way. No gain at all.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. A first carry for the rookie Nick Chubb. Sidesteps him at the 35. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Colby Listenby, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So they have the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
A give to Bell, and he stopped immediately there. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Detroit! Detroit!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney!
Mayfield. That is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down.
Check number 6. Check number 6. Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Check. Crunch. Crunch.
They're going to try and throw. And Eifert has it. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down carry by Bell. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey. Hot! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
The give is to Bell. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hot! Hot!
Now back to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. First down now, but that clock rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Gets past one man. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Lucky 56.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Gone!
They run it again with Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mayfield now from the 50. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Brown. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Throwing, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep, right? Oh, wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the the 13-yard line. A big play there on third down for the Browns. 43 yards.
No. Check. Patriot.
From the red zone now, Mayfield throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick, there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
On second down, Mayfield again. Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Browns on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever they will. You're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Body Calhoun. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Now you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Mayfield being chased out left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. 4-time Pro Bowler Derek Johnson. And the Bengals will get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Hot! Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Kill. Leopard! Here we go. Detroit! Hot!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They pitch it to Chubb, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Play fake. Mayfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Escaping the pressure right. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Mayfield on play action. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Colby Listenbee, 79 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it, but come up empty. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Mayfield on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, 76 yards. And the Browns are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Rolling to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A toss play to Chubb. And some room to roam now. And down he'll go at the 25. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Browns on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Detroit! Detroit!
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mayfield now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Fourth down, Mayfield. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.